Hey there, I'm Dr. Melissa Esquera, and today we're going to talk about how it is that you can finally fix that estrogen dominance issue using all natural remedies. Before we dive into the content, you might be wondering, well, how do I know if I have estrogen dominance issues? Well, in women, estrogen dominance can look like endometriosis, PCOS or polycystic ovarian syndrome, heavy, painful periods, difficulty losing weight, hypothyroidism, the development of facial hair or hair on the body where it doesn't necessarily belong. Estrogen dominance in men can look like low testosterone. It can look like impotence. It can look like difficulty establishing healthy energy levels and brain fog. No matter which symptom or symptoms you might be experiencing, today we're going to share with you our streamlined 4-step process that you can use to balance estrogen naturally. Okay, so let's dive in. In steps 1 to 3, we actually call this the primer steps. This is laying the foundation, working with your body and helping it to get ready to go after the detox process. Remember, your body hasn't forgotten how to balance estrogen. There's just some things that have built up in the system and that have accumulated that are blocking your body's natural ability to come back to balance. So in steps 1 to 3, we prime the body and get it ready to be able to be healthy enough so that you can go after the removal process or the detox process in step 4. All right, in step 1, we focus on nourishment. I'm somebody that likes to focus on the food that you can have rather than the food that you can't have. The first set of foods that you want to include more of in your diet is those that belong to the cruciferous vegetable family. That means things like kale, bok choy, chard, spinach. Get on Google and type in cruciferous veggies for a full list. These vegetables are loaded with vitamin C, vitamin B, and sulfur. These are critical for the phase 1 and the phase 2 detoxification process in the liver. And your liver is critical when it comes to balancing healthy estrogen levels. Your body produces estrogen, but then your liver is responsible for breaking down that estrogen into an excretable or elimination-friendly form. By handing the body these cruciferous vegetables, you're helping your liver more efficiently go through this estrogen detoxification process. The next food family that you want to include more of is those that belong to the Apiaceae family. That includes carrots, parsley, parsnips, and dill. This food family contains a lot of caffeic acid, which enhances the detoxification of estrogen. If you aren't a big vegetable gal and you're thinking, I don't know how I'm gonna integrate these foods into my diet, just think about integrating 1 serving through each meal of your day. Evan and I here at the Wellness Abode are big on smoothies and juices because it's such an easy way to sneak these types of vegetables into your diet. And so we went ahead and created an estrogen detox smoothies and juices recipe card for you. You can download it in the link below in the description box. Now in step 1, you can also nourish healthy estrogen levels by using essential oils or herbs that can help to balance or tonify those estrogen levels. My favorite blend to reach for estrogen is Claricalm. It's a great roller blend that contains a combination of essential oils that work on healthy estrogen levels and healthy progesterone levels, which definitely play a part in that good estrogen balance within your body. You can also implement grapefruit essential oil, which I love to sip on throughout the day because it helps your body throughout the detoxification process and has been shown to balance cortisol and progesterone levels, which actually makes it a little bit easier for your body to establish a healthy estrogen-progesterone ratio. Now, some people might be thinking, well, I'm supporting healthy estrogen levels with my nutrition and I've got my essential oils and my herbs to help balance out that estrogen. Can't I stop here? Well, the answer is maybe. Maybe that's all your body needs to get back on track. However, for most people, it's critical that you move beyond step 1 and you address the root cause factors that led to the development of estrogen dominance to begin with. So with that being said, let's move on to step 2. Step 2 is about lowering our exposure to estrogen mimicking toxins. If you're wondering, where are these toxins coming from? Chances are they're actually coming from a lot of your beauty regimen products. What I mean by that is things like your skin care, your body care, your hair care, your lotions, your creams, your perfumes. A lot of these beautifying products contain chemicals that can act like estrogen. So they can literally contribute to your body's overall burden of estrogen, in addition to your body's natural production of estrogen. 70% of what we put on our skin ends up in our bloodstream. So while you might not think it's too big of a deal to have synthetically fragranced shampoo and conditioner, it is, because if you're using that every single day and it's also in your body lotion or in your perfume, it does add up over time. Now, making the switch does not have to be overwhelming. I know that for me, when I started researching it, I got overwhelmed so easily and I ended up doing nothing for like years. And so what we recommend that you do instead is to start by substituting 1 or 2 products per month. At the end of 6 months, you'll have totally made over your entire bathroom. If you need a little bit of guidance going all natural with your beauty care regimen, you can download our free ebook, The Wellness Abode Natural Living Guide. The links are in the description box below. Step 3 is where we really start to accelerate that estrogen balancing process. The accumulation of heavy metals, chemicals, biotoxins from exposure to chronic infections, these things build up over time and are typically at the root cause of estrogen dominance in the body. But before we start pulling those toxins from stored tissue, it's important that we focus on making sure that your body has the capacity to properly drain and then eliminate those toxins. You see, our body was designed with a drainage system. Even on a cellular level, your cells create metabolic waste that then have to be excreted from the cells, from the organs, and dumped into the sewage system or the lymphatic system. From there, the lymphatic system carries the sewage to the waste processing center, which is the liver. Your liver goes to town and starts burning up those toxins into a water-soluble, elimination-friendly format. And then from there, the liver will dump your toxins out either through the kidneys or via the bile duct into the colon for elimination. If your body is a little sluggish at any of these drainage touch points, you're more likely to over time develop estrogen dominance. That's because a lot of the toxins that I mentioned before, the heavy metals, the chemicals, and the biotoxins, they have estrogen mimicking capacity. And so if your body cannot properly eliminate them, they contribute to the development of estrogen dominance. Additionally, the presence of these toxins and the development of sluggish lymph will then also cause an increase in inflammation, which in and of itself perpetuates estrogen excess. And finally, if your body cannot properly drain, chances are that over time, the microbiome in the digestive system is going to become imbalanced as well. And it's in the gut that your body contains a special family of bacteria called the estrobolome that is so critical in balancing healthy estrogen. In fact, I would say that this single component is one of the most overlooked factors when it comes to dealing with estrogen dominance. And so we want to start, before we go in with the detoxing, we want to start by opening up every drainage pathway in your system and making sure that your lymph system is moving with efficiency. There are a lot of natural remedies out there on the market that can help support healthy drainage pathways. One of the most popular is Zendocrine Complex by doTERRA. I love this blend because it's a combination of herbs that address every single drainage organ that we mentioned before. Now, if you want to kick it up and give your drainage and lymph system a more targeted protocol, we do have our lymph and drainage kit that contains an herbal blend for every single organ along that drainage pathway. Now that we talked about how to open up those drainage pathways and support the lymphatic system with herbs and supplements, it's also important to know that you can physically get your lymph system moving. In fact, I highly recommend that you do that no matter what supplements it is that you're using for the drainage and lymph support. Some of the best ways to make your lymph system move is to go on a 20-minute walk or get on a trampoline and do some rebounding or doing some lymphatic brushing and adding that into your weekly rituals. Getting your body to sweat is also a really great way to make sure that your lymph system is moving. So getting in a daily workout, doing a sauna, or even doing some type of hot detox bath can all be helpful in getting your lymph system moving. After you've addressed steps 1 to 3, you've finished the priming process and you're ready to go into step 4, our detoxification process. In step 4, we really focus on balancing the gut. Remember, I talked a little bit about the estrobolome before, but it's that community of bacteria that helps to regulate estrogen levels that lives in the gut. But if you have an imbalanced digestive system, maybe an overgrowth of candida or small intestinal bacteria or even parasites, these guys can actually bully out the estrobolome and actually kill them so that your system doesn't have that proper regulation process happening in the digestive system. That's why it's so key to go into the digestive system and start to detox it. There are a lot of amazing gut detox protocols and products available on the market today, but if you want to use the ones that we use in our clinic, we've actually made those available to you on our website, thewellnessabode.com/store. The gut detox protocol that we're talking about is Paraphase 1. Now, we recommend that you do Paraphase 1 for at least a month, but maybe even up to 2 months. What this does is it actually helps your digestive system to restore a more hospitable environment for your good bacteria to grow and thrive. Once you finish Paraphase 1, you can actually move into Paraphase 2 if you want and go a little bit deeper with that detox. Paraphase 2 continues to help your body purge the bad bugs that don't belong in there anymore and also helps your body to remove heavy metals at that point. If you want to go a little bit deeper into the detoxification process, you can actually follow that up with our mold and fungal detox protocols, just in case you might have some of those things contributing to estrogen dominance. And from there, you can go in a little bit further and work on recalibrating the microbiome and follow the microbiome protocol as well. Most people though, when they finish that Paraphase 1 protocol, most of their estrogen symptoms start to melt away. If you're wanting to DIY the process without working with a practitioner, you can simply follow the protocol as laid out in our whole body reset. We'll go ahead and link that ebook up, which is a total step-by-step guide for you. We'll go ahead and link that ebook up in the description box below. Now, here at the Wellness Abode, our goal is to really help you feel like you can be the healer in your home. So if at any point along that 4-step process you feel, oh man, my estrogen dominant symptoms are gone, then you're good to stop. You can resume to focusing on step 1, which is all about nourishing and supporting healthy estrogen levels with food and your favorite essential oils or herbs that seem to be doing the trick. Maybe you're somebody that feels like you want to hang out in step 3 a little bit longer and focus on drainage and lymphatic movement. If that's the case, stick there for 30, 60, or even 90 days. Maybe you're somebody that wants to spend a little bit more time going through that gut detox protocol that we talked about. Either way, we want to invite you to start trusting that intuition inside. Really tune into your body's symptoms and let your body tell you when it is that you start to experience that symptom relief, and trust that you're in a place to go ahead and just stop and start focusing on maintenance. If you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up, and be sure to share it with a friend who might also be struggling with estrogen dominance issues. And for more tips on how you can be the healer in your own home, and for more videos on functional medicine, essential oils, and natural living, be sure you hit the subscribe button where you'll be notified when we release new videos each week. That's it for today. Thank you so much for stopping by the Wellness Abode.